focused on you.
We begin with developing news in the Israel-Hamas war. Hundreds of people are dead after an explosion at a Gaza City hospital. The Hamas-run health ministry says at least 500 people were killed. The Israeli military says the blast was caused by a rocket misfired by Hamas, while Hamas says an Israeli airstrike is to blame. Good afternoon. Thanks for being here. I'm Kay Quinn.
And I'm Brent Solomon. President Biden leaves for Israel tonight, carrying a message of support and solidarity with Israel and determined to get humanitarian aid to Gaza. NBC's Alice Barr reports now from Washington.
As Israel prepares for a ground invasion aimed at destroying Hamas, and international pressure mounts over the humanitarian crisis in the Gaza Strip, President Biden is set to leave tonight for a wartime visit to Israel.
Making sure that he continues to send a strong signal of support to Israel, obviously, as they continue to defend themselves.
Good to see you again.
Good evening.
U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken in Jordan greeting the Palestinian Authority president as Blinken continues an urgent diplomatic tour seeking to keep the conflict from spreading to surrounding countries. After a marathon meeting with Israel's prime minister yesterday, Secretary Blinken announced a U.S.-Israel agreement to help humanitarian aid reach civilians in Gaza amid ongoing airstrikes and severe shortages of food, water, and medical supplies.
Now nowhere to go, nowhere is safe.
Egypt's Rafah border crossing to get supplies in and people out remains closed, while in Israel, the families of hostages taken in the brutal Hamas terror attack grow more desperate by the day.
I'm begging the world to bring my baby back home.
21-year-old Mia Shem shown under duress in the first hostage video released by Hamas as the militant group signals it may be willing to free hostages, including American citizens. President Biden to ramp up the pressure for their release when he meets with regional leaders in Jordan, a Middle East trip rife with security and political challenges. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
You can follow the latest coverage from 5 on Your Side and find ways to support those impacted by the Israel-Hamas war by texting the word Israel to 314-425-5355.
Today we're hearing from the grandmother of 7-year-old Demaya Fleming, the girl shot and killed along with her father back in 2021. This after the man who killed them is now sentenced to prison. That grandmother not pleased with the sentence following Javon Nettles' guilty plea in court Monday for second-degree murder.
He was originally charged with first-degree murder, but prosecutors had to refile charges twice, saying they weren't ready to proceed. 5 on Your Side's Diamond Palmer spoke with Demaya's grandmother, who is the mother of Darian Rankin Fleming. She's live downtown. Diamond?
Well, good evening, Kay and Brent. Sukitha Rankin says that the pain is unbearable of losing her son and her granddaughter. Now, she remembers her son as being someone that was kind-hearted and would do anything for anybody. Her granddaughter the same exact way, and knowing that her granddaughter wanted to grow up and be a baker or a musician. Now, Rankin says that she feels blindsided by this all, especially the plea deal this week. Her son and her granddaughter were shot in the Central West End in a parked car on Laclede Avenue in January 2021. Since then, the case has been overseen by former St. Louis Circuit Attorney Kim Gardner and now Circuit Attorney Gabe Gore. According to her, it wasn't until last Tuesday when she met with the prosecuting Circuit Attorney's office, Chief of Homicide Mary Pat Carl, for the first time. She says it all felt like a rushed decision and justice was not met.
It's like a wound somebody just keeps pouring alcohol on, just like it's a constant sting, a constant pain. And it just keeps on like it's not getting any better. It's like you all are making it worse and worse and worse. Like they just, like yesterday was like killing them all over again.
Now, earlier today, we did speak to the St. Louis Circuit Attorney Gabe Gore, and he told us that he understands this family's pain surrounding this tragedy. I asked him about this plea deal and why he chose to move forward, but we'll have that answer for you at 6 p.m. Reporting live in downtown, Diamond Palmer, 5 on Your Side.
All right, thank you, Diamond. Hours ago, the St. Louis County police officer charged in the shooting at a Kirkwood trunk-or-treat event. pleaded not guilty. Matthew McCullough was in court this morning for the arraignment. The judge set a bond hearing for next week, and McCullough will remain in custody. McCullough is accused of firing shots at a Halloween event for Tillman Elementary at North Kirkwood Middle School Sunday. According to court documents, he began harassing people before he fired shots in the parking lot. He's currently on paid administrative leave, pending an internal investigation.
Growing concerns about a homeless encampment near Laclede's Landing. Some businesses say it's causing issues for their workers. According to our partners at the St. Louis Business Journal, Abstract Marketing Group sent at least 24 emails to City Hall since the start of summer. Employees say they've experienced aggressive begging, property destruction, drug use, and armed robbery. City leaders say the encampment won't be removed until the city finds enough shelter or housing space.
A property tax freeze for seniors is back on the table in St. Louis County. Tonight, the County Council is set to vote on a new tax break. Under the measure, only senior homeowners with properties that are valued at less than $550,000 would be eligible. The council rejected a similar bill over concerns of lost revenue for vital government services. If the county approves the tax freeze, it would go into effect next year.
All right, Kay, some beautiful weather. If you've been outside today, we want to take the SkyLens 5 drone images that we gathered from Forest Park to see the fall foliage near the Art Museum. Meteorologist Gary Frank joins us now with your Weather First forecast. Gary, you gotta love days like these.
Very nice, and this is the time of the year that we enjoy, the fall weather where it's cool in the morning, maybe not like as cool as we had this morning, but the cool mornings, nice afternoons. We've warmed up and rebounded more warmer than yesterday, right? We start off with a few clouds. We're still looking off to our northwest, though. That's where our major storm system is that's going to impact us by midweek. And it doesn't look like much right now, and it's not carrying too much weight in terms of rain, but that's going to impact our weather in the next 36 hours. Closer to home, though, hard for us to really have much in the way of cloud cover. We've switched our wind out of a warmer direction, and it's been much calmer. I want you to enjoy that today because I think the next couple of days we'll start to see more of those leaves come off the trees as we see our wind shift and pick up a little bit. Otherwise, we've reached near 70, if not exceeding it in many cases. Upper 60s, big picture 69. I think we've reached probably 70 for a high in St. Louis. Look at all that warm air off to the west. That's going to be a catalyst for us tomorrow as we're going to warm up. This evening, though, still pretty nice. Sunset now at 6:19. I'll track that system and how it's going to impact us over the next couple of days and when we'll see really any change in our weather over the next 7 days.
All right, Gary, stay close. An unexpected day off for some students in the Fox C6 school district today. A water main break forcing the district to cancel classes. It's affected Fox Elementary, Fox Middle School, and Fox High School. Class will be back in session at all schools tomorrow. District leaders say repairs are complete.
Well, check this out. It's a huge mess in South St. Louis. A water main broke right outside Das Bevo, where Gravois, Morganford, and Delore intersect. Crews were busy repairing it around 11 this morning. The Water Division tells 5 on your side this is a 12-inch water main affecting nearby customers. They anticipate the issue will be fixed within the next 12 hours.
Well, you know him from the big screen, but right now he's in St. Louis, where you can meet Jason Momoa.
Another famous face is headed to our town. When and where you can see Pete Davidson.
And still no Speaker of the House. What's next after Jim Jordan failed to get enough votes to win the gavel?